right, so in this video, I'm going to cover 3.2b, Day 2, Evaluate Functions Algebraically. So we're going to answer the essential question, how do I evaluate functions algebraically? Remember, x is the input and f of x is the output. So finding f of x with variables. So let's look at some examples. So evaluate the function for the given value. So if g of x equals x plus 1, find g of 2x minus 3. Okay, so that means I'm going to take my 2x minus 3 and I'm going to put it where I see x. Okay, so g of 2x minus 3 equals 2x minus 3 plus 1. So basically I've taken my what's in the parentheses and replaced x with it. Then I need to simplify. So g of 2x minus 3 equals, I'm going to simply combine my like terms here, 2x minus 2. All right, so in the second example, it says f of x equals x squared plus 6x minus 4. So find f of 3a. So instead of x, I'm going to put the 3a in there. And wherever I see x in my function, I'm going to replace it with 3a. So I'm going to have 3a squared plus 6 times 3a minus 4. Then I would need to simplify. So f of 3a equals, well, what's 3a squared? It would be 9a squared, 6 times 3 plus 18a minus 4. And I can't simplify this any further because I can't combine an a squared with an a. All right, so how about number 3? If f of x equals 4x plus 11, find f of c plus 7. So again, I'm going to take my c plus 7 and I'm going to put it where I see the x. All right, so let's simplify. So f of c plus 7 equals, I'm going to do my distributive property. So I'm going to multiply here and then here. So I'm going to have 4c plus 28 plus 11. So I'm going to have f of c plus 7 equals 4c plus 39. All right, so if h of x equals negative 9 minus x, find h of 2k minus 5. All right. So I'm going to take my h and I'm going to put the 2k minus 5. And then here, wherever I see the x, I'm going to replace it with 2k minus 5. So I have equals minus 9 minus 2k minus 5. Now remember, this minus sign, h 2k minus 5 equals negative 9. Remember, this minus sign has a negative 1 right there. So I need to distribute that negative. So it'd be minus 2k plus 5. And then I can combine my like terms. So h of 2k minus 5 equals negative 2k, and I'm going to have negative 9 plus 5 would give me negative 4. All right. So number 5, if f of x equals 8 minus 3x, find the value of x when f of x equals 13. Now this is a little different because it's giving me a value. It's saying it's equal to 13. It's giving me the y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for the x. So now I can say when 8 minus 3x equals negative 13. I know the output. I'm trying to find the input for the negative 13. All right, so what you're going to do is solve for x. So you're going to subtract 8 from both sides. Okay, so my x equals 7. That means when I have the input of 7, or f of 7, I'm going to have the output of negative 13. Okay, so again, it's saying if f of x equals negative 1/2 x plus 9, find the value of x when f of x equals 13. In other words, it's giving me the output, and I have to figure out the input. I have to figure out what x equals. So I'm going to say negative 1/2 x plus 9 equals 13. So I'm trying to figure out the value of x when y is 13. So solve for x. So now I have a negative 1/2 x, which means I'm going to multiply by the opposite. The reciprocal. And when you do that, you end up with your 1 or your x. These will cancel each other out. So I'm going to end up with negative 8 over 1, which is negative 8. So now I know that when you have f of negative 8, excuse me, let me write that a little bit. So x equals negative 8. So f of negative 8 equals 13. All right, so if f of x equals 4x plus 3, find the value of x when f of x equals negative 21. In other words, I know my output is negative 21, and I'm trying to figure out what my input is to get negative 21. So I need to solve for the value of x when my output is 21. I'm going to make that look better. Okay, so solve for x. So I know that f of negative 6 is going to equal negative 21. Now, if f of x equals negative 3x minus 1, find the value of x when f of x equals 8. In other words, I have my output. I need to know what my input is. I need to know what x is when my y is 8. So solve for x when it equals 8. So do your inverse operations. So when f is so when you have f, when your x value is negative 3, so f of negative 3 is going to equal 8. All right. So if you're struggling or if you need some help, please come and see me. If not, move on to your assignment.